Hi, hi, hi. Happy Friday, TGIF. My name is Darlene. I am with Featherweight Doctor here in beautiful North Idaho. I am coming to you from my shop. Let's see here. I'm going to go live. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get this to go. Oh, gosh, Darlene, not a touchscreen. Not a touchscreen. Who gives me technology? I swear. Hi, everybody. Well, okay, so I'm up on Instagram. Let me see if I can get up with the rest of my crew. Hi, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Oh my gosh, Darlene, not a touchscreen. It's okay. I'm really okay. It's fine. All right, let me check my comments. Get all up and going. Logging into Facebook now. Y'all, it's cold here. Like, no joke, ridiculously cold. I am just outside of Sandpoint, Idaho. It was -8. Not even single digits. It was below 0 this morning. Brr. We heat our home with wood. You guys have heard me complain about the wood. And it was not keeping up this morning. Not keeping up. I've got lots to fill you in about today. Let me go to YouTube. I'm working on that same quilt from last week, the Ric Rac quilt by my good friend Roxanne Carter. Works with a jelly roll. She's a fantastic designer. If y'all haven't checked out her Etsy boutique, I highly recommend it. She's quite the talented pattern writer. Not everybody can do that. She can. She can write to any level of skill. Let's see here. Sorry, guys. All right. I'm in YouTube. Okay. Let me see. Hi, guys. Let me say hi. Let me pull up Facebook real quick. Gosh, Darlene, pull it together. If you guys are having fun on this show, by the way, like my post. I love it if you comment. Tell me where you're from. Let's chat. Y'all have me for 45 minutes, so let's do it. All right, I think we're on. I can't see. Why can't I see? Let's see here, Darlene. This live shows. Nope, not that. How do I see myself? Nope, not that. On YouTube. Instagram. Why can I not see Instagram? All right. I see Missy's on Instagram. Hi, Missy. All right. So I see my Instagram feed is live. Let me go to the top. Leslie Miller is on from San Antonio, Texas. Hi, Leslie. I'm not super tech either. That makes me feel better. Hello, Kimberly from Tacoma. Thanks for saying hi. Dawn Williams is on from the frigid South. That's what she says here. We had a tornado. What? Pass over us last night. Thankfully didn't touch down. Good Lord. I will take the cold over a tornado or an earthquake any day. Any day. I got to tell you guys about my morning. Oh, Ferris is on from Indonesia. Hi, Ferris. How you doing, girl? Let's see. Linda's on from Tennessee. Debbie Ellen Sinclair is on from Kentucky. Myra. Oh, in Issaquah, Washington, it's only 18 degrees. At least you are above 0, girl. Actually, right now we are currently sitting at -2. I thought it was brisk when I went out there to get the mail. Good Lord. And Nancy's on from Lake Stevens. Amy's on from snowy Iowa. Hi, Amy. Let's see. Barbara's on from Justin, Texas. Thanks for saying hello. Bonnie's on from Snowy, Illinois. All right. So we have Brenda from Kentucky over on YouTube. Sandy's my buddy from Pleasanton, California. Hi, girl. Ashley's on from Bonners. Hi, Ashley. Gail is on from Pasco. 10 degrees here. Very cold for us. Then the wind to top it off. Girl, I know. Green Family Homestead. Hello, Green Family Homestead. She said she's new to the channel. Glad I found you. We're in Pennsylvania. Welcome. Kim's on, Kim Warren's on, and Deb Z. Deb from Tucson. Hello, hello. Sandra's on from Pine Tree. Sandra. From beautiful Sandpoint, Idaho. And Missy says, cold in Redmond, Washington, 40 degrees in my sewing room. Attic room got it warmed up to 60. Yikes, girls. That's cold. Okay, this morning. Y'all have heard me whine about the wood. We are going to sew, I promise. Oh, my tea, and I'm sipping tea. It's dry January. Everybody should pray for Andy. Just kidding. Kinda. Don Williams says they're going to be 0 on Tuesday. We weren't built for this, she says. Girl, neither am I. Yes, it's hot. Yes, I know I moved to the great inland tundra, but honestly, the winter that we've had up to this point is what I thought we were going to be having for winter. Not now. Oh, Ashley moved to CDA. Nice. So this morning, it was supposed to be negative 14 overnight. We have chickens. We have outdoor kitties. I'm like super worried about the animals. We put heat lamps out. This morning, my boy kitties were like plastered to the heat lamp by their food because they were like, holy moly, Mom, it's really cold out here. But they were okay. And then we put a heat lamp in with the chickies, our little chickens. And they're doing okay too. Everybody's fine. But this morning I woke up at 4:30 to the smell of what smelled like something was, that hot smell, like could be wires, could be your house. You don't really know. And so, you know how you like wake up and you're like, am I smelling that? Because I was kind of in and out of sleep still. And then I was like, nope, I definitely smell something hot. So of course I'm up, the dogs are up, and I'm going through the house, and the person who built our house, which was he was a prepper. Can I say prepper? I think I can say prepper. He was preparing for the apocalypse. So the whole house is like systems in triplicate, including heat. And so he has a propane stove, freestanding stove, that is specifically for if the wood stove drops below temperature, so the pipe won't freeze, the pipes won't freeze. So I go out into the main room and realize that the fireplace was not keeping the house above 60. And so therefore that emergency system kicked on to save the house from, hi Jen. Thanks for saying hi. I've missed y'all too. Anyway, the fireplace had kicked on and it was burning the dust off because it had been so long since it had been on. Mary Carnes. Hi, sweetheart. Yeah. So then I'm up and I'm like, I got to stuff the fireplace. The dogs are asking to eat at 4:30 in the morning. 4:30 in the morning. And I'm up because I thought the house was on fire. And I tried to rake Andy up and it wasn't happening. He was like, she's got it. She's got it. And then I had a sledding accident over the weekend last week. It was actually, it wasn't a joke. This is not a joke. I had a real sledding accident last weekend. When you are 48 years old, you should not be on a sled. That season of your life should be over. Hi, Judy P. from Tennessee. You rhyme. Judy P. from Tennessee. Love it. Oh, Dawn said she would love a house system in triplicate. It is pretty spectacular. We had a power outage Tuesday night for like the whole evening, and he had an emergency generator hooked up. So the minute there was a gap in actual electricity, the emergency generator kicked on. I did a load of laundry and sat in the hot tub. Felt a little wrong and bougie, but I had to get in the hot tub because of the sledding accident. So on Sunday, we have these good friends. I promise I'm going to sew and not just chat at you tonight. I promise. We have these good friends, and they were like, come sledding at our house. And they kind of live on up the hill from us, and they live more on a hill. We're kind of in the valley. And so I was like, ooh, I haven't been sledding since I was a little girl. That sounds like so much fun. So I get up there and I realize that they're sledding in their driveway, which is about a mile long. It's about 200 to 300 feet of elevation drop, and there's switchbacks like hairpins down the driveway. And I was like, ooh, but ladies, in my later 40s, that I have this like zeal for life. Like I want to do all of the things. I'm not, if I die in a bungee jumping accident, everybody's going to be okay. It's fine. But when I had little kids, I didn't want to do anything too dangerous because, everybody needs mom, blah, 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 blah. No one needs me anymore. It's fine. So I'm like, let's do it. Let's sled the driveway. So they didn't have like a house, like a sled from a conventional sense. It was like a game. Like when you shoot a deer in the forest and you need something to carry it out of the forest, you load it into this sled to help pull it through the forest so you don't have to like throw it over your back and try and yard out 150 pounds of meat. So 6 full-size people can fit in this game sled. And so we got on to the sled and we made 4 successful runs down the driveway. I am overly confident at this point. It is safe to say I'm overly confident. And so the 5th run, which was in fact the final run, the gentlemen who were anchoring the sled decided they were going to take the single sleds down, and that left my best friend Molly and her daughter Marin, who's 16, and myself in this to drive the big sled down the driveway. And I got a very kind of sad there's no video of the sledding excitement. I have a picture of me down the 30-foot embankment that I fell off of. Hi, Bernadette, my favorite Canadian. Anyway, so we get going. And I said, I have no experience. I have no idea what I'm doing. And Molly's like, I got you, Darlene. When we want to go when we want to go right, I'll tell you right. And that turns the sled right. And when she was on the left side, she was handling the left steering. Okay, everybody is fully aware of the situation. So we take off down the driveway, and they live on a very steep hill. And I was on the cliff side of the thing, and Molly, we get about 150 yards down the driveway, and Molly gets bumped into the sled. So we have no left steering. I didn't know this was a problem because, as I said before, I don't know what I'm doing. And so I just realized I lost my earring. Anyway, so we go careening out of control down the hill, and we go off of there was a tiny little berm. There was not much of a berm. And we go flying off a 30-foot embankment. I said to myself, this is how I die. No joke. That literally went through my brain. Joanna says, snowy, windy, cold Nebraska. Yes, I get it. I'm in North Idaho. Anyway, and so we went flying off the cliff. I tumbled over, head over tea kettle. What is this expression? 3 times, hit my head. I had a small concussion. Hit my head twice on the way down. No helmet. I know. I've learned my lesson. And was shocked that a tree stopped us about 30 feet down. Had that tree not stopped us, we would have been 15 feet further down the hill in a bunch of sharp looking sticks. So that was a good thing. But y'all, I haven't been able to really move. I feel like I was in a car accident without the car, literally. Marin had a concussion. Molly messed up her knee, and I totally tweaked out my back. I mean, like bad. So it's just been a week. This is the first full day of work I've done all day long, and I had a good buddy here with me, keeping me company. It's been a whole thing. And then we had a blizzard yesterday too, so I wasn't able to get into the shop or open the store. So it's been a week. How y'all doing? Y'all doing good? Health update, as of today, I am moving at about half speed. Half speed. I was moving at a quarter speed before today. I'm feeling like I might recover today. It was bad even as of yesterday. So that was my week. I've got a lot of quilting done though. I've been working on that Krista Moser a vintage windmill quilt that I started about 6 months ago. Very precise piecing, very precise ironing, cutting with the 60-degree ruler, all the things. It's kind of crazy. Missy, she does have good patterns. I agree with you on Instagram. What else? I'm putting my last bit of border on this Ric Rac quilt from last weekend. So, I also finished a table topper that my mom-in-law made in, I don't know, 1982. But it was quick and easy, and it was almost done, so I just finished it. Do you guys see the mistake? There's a mistake. So here's the mistake. This green is supposed to be here. These got flipped. See the green, green, green here? And I didn't notice it until it was almost totally quilted. Debbie in Kentucky, but my hair looks fabulous. Thank you, Leslie. We got about a foot. And my husband has been moving moving snow all week long. Oh, Leslie says, no mistake. My friend Bonnie would say it's a what? It's not a mistake on a quilt. What do you?
Design element.
Design element. It's a design element. So I'm here with Morticia tonight. We are sewing on my last two borders. Yay! Elizabeth Hauser says, just got home from another, colonoscopy. Oh my goodness, go to bed, girl. Snowing 15-mile-an-hour wind gusts. I'm ready for spring. Girl, we have so long till spring. Carolee over on YouTube says she's in Wyoming and it's -9 degrees there. You got me by 7 degrees. No, Mary Carnes, I do not need to do a polar dip. Are you crazy, girl? No. We had a neighbor. He's French. That's all I'm going to say. He lives up the hill. His name is Pierre. No joke. Pierre is a Frenchman. He did a polar plunge on New Year's Day in Trestle Creek, which runs right behind my house, is so cold because it's fed by springs. It flows year round. And even when it's 100 degrees outside, sticking your feet in Trestle Creek starts like hurting after 2 minutes. So I cannot even imagine on New Year's Day what taking a plunge feels like. He invited some of the other neighbors. I'm like, heck no. The only way I would jump in Trestle Creek is if there was a bear chasing me. I mean, that's all there is to it. I'm so bummed because I started, before my injury, I had started a really good exercise regiment, because I had joined a fitness competition. So I got like 6-7 days and now I haven't been able to work out. Kind of frustrating. Andy and I are going to do a 5K in May and I need to train. Well, first I need my back to stop killing me and then I need to train. My chiropractor today said that I should be sore for a few more days and then I should be able to hopefully start training again. You won't kill your back. Yeah, I know. You wouldn't kill your back. I'm not doing a polar plunge. Not happening. Not happening. So what have you all been working on this week? Tell me about your quilts. Oh, Kathy Zoka sent a picture. Let me find Kathy Zoka's. Oh no. My good friend, Mary Carnes' sister, who lives over in on the Washington side, about as north as I am to Canada, um, sent me an avalanche warning. Like, what? When did I move to Antarctica? I've been spoiled this year because it's been so mild. Lee Freeman, it's so cold, my buddy down in Athol. I think you're down in Athol, right? I think, yeah, you live next to Marine. Elizabeth says Sub-Zero starting tonight. Those little chiefies are going to be cold on that field tomorrow. Oh. Quilts of Valor this week. Is that a... So Linda from Tennessee said that, and Joanna. Oh, you've been working on Quilts of Valor. Got it. I'm tracking. This is my Tula Besties quilt. And of course, the Tula, the one that I'm working on, that's the vintage windmill Krista Moser's pattern, is shockingly another Tula Pink quilt. It's the one, what is it, Moon Garden? Is that what she called it? The one that was her, like, her ode to the pets of the night, or the animals of the night. So there's snakes on it. Ashley, you're working on a scrappy quilt. Nice. Good job. Elizabeth Hauser said an avalanche in California killed one person. Yikes. Missy's been doing bindings for charity quilts. Nice. Amy's worked on tidying up her sewing room so she can start her next project. I like it. Hi, Mom. Thanks for saying hi. So I thought one of the things, because the windmill quilt that I'm going to hopefully have finished up here over the weekend, has been one of my UFOs. You guys know what a UFO is? Unfinished objects. It's what we call quilts that we start and we don't finish. And I am not a person that starts anything and then doesn't finish it. So it's kind of rare for me to have a quilt like this vintage windmill quilt where I took a class over the, oh gosh, it was like at least 6 months ago. And then I haven't done very much with the quilt. That's very weird for me. I like to start something and get it done. Sandy Martin says she's finishing a Christmas quilt, but it will be done for next year. Nice. You'll be way ahead of the game. Aunt D. Hi, Aunt D. It's Darlene from another Darlene? We never meet. Hello. Thank you for saying hi. Let's see. Did you see? Oh, yes, Mary Carnes. Did you see the new is it Oslo? The new iron that pops up. What's it called? Oslo? Is that how you say it? Tula Pink style. It's totally mine. Totally mine. It's going down. It's one of those things I'm just going to do. There won't even be a discussion with Andy. It's just going to happen. What was I saying? Oh, I don't have my scissors. So, all right. So we have one more border on. I got one more to go. See? Cute. Let's see here. Bonnie says, pulled out a quilt I started in October. Quite a bit of applique work on it. Good for you, girl. Good. Someone has to like that tedious stuff. Good for you. Jen says, I also have been working on a QOV quilt. Oh, Quilts of Valor. This week we have for our meeting tomorrow. Nice, nice. Leslie Miller is assuring everybody that she's hoarding her Tula and can't bear the idea of using it. Girl, that's funny. Myra says she finished 2 UFOs from many years ago. Finished a Tilda snake made out of minky. Nice. It's almost 9 feet long. Girl, nice. Elizabeth Hauser says doing handwork because I can't lift on left side till the hole closes. Oh, still no dragging out the machine. Sewing stuff is everywhere. I get it. Susan Kirby, thanks for saying hello. She says, yes, hard to complain with mild winters so far, but 8 to 18 inches with severe blizzard conditions in parts of Lake Superior, Ashland, Bayfield County, Wisconsin, and up Michigan. Yikes, it's freezing, too cold, and I've shoveled out for today. Oh, you poor thing. You poor thing. Let's see. Bernadette's been working on, I think, a bag by Annie. Scrappy Tula Pink project bag. Gosh, you guys are busy. Nice job. Thank you, Myra. She says, love the quilt. Aunt D, Darlene, says, I actually talked to you on the phone a couple of years ago about buying a pink featherweight. Still don't have one. Hey, there's always time, Darlene. Always time. Y'all have been busy. The thing about quilters is you can't stuff perfectly creative, capable people up in a house for a blizzard or for a pandemic and not have absolutely amazing things come out the other end, because we, above all else, are completely resourceful. And let's face it, we have stashes that we could sew on. I happen to know my stash lasted all the way through the pandemic. And then I started like buying more because I'm like, oh my gosh, my stash is so low. Hi, Sandy Reese. If Franny's on, show me the quilt top again, please. Yes, ma'am. Okay. It's just a jelly roll. That's it. Jelly roll. You make script sets. It's really easy. And it's a great way of showing off a jelly roll fabric. Bernadette says, yes, we were having a storm on this side of Lake Huron. Y'all, please be careful out there. Darlene says, yes, there is time. I did get a white one. Nice, at a local estate sale. Making small purses currently. Love it. Love it. A foot of snow is good. We're supposed to be getting more next week. Andy said too, this like 3 storm, 1, 2, 3 has just obliterated, our road crews here are actually pretty good because they're really accustomed to having big snowfall. So they're really good about, keeping up on the roads. I love the quilt top jelly roll quilt. Yes, I totally agree. For those of you who are new to quilting, I might just express what the jelly roll is. So whenever a fabric designer, I don't know, like Tula Pink, puts out a new line of fabric, she has 40 SKUs, SKUs usually. And what they do is they cut a 2.5-inch strip with a fabric. So salvage to salvage, and then you can own one 2.5-inch strip of every one of the bolts in the collection. It's a great way of like, if you don't want it, because fat quarter packs are great, but they're like kind of expensive. The jelly rolls are about $47.50, around $50, and you can then own a piece of every single one, which is kind of fun. So let's see. Susan says, I agree, I could stay inside and sew all winter and be content. I always tell people that sewing is my winter sport. And after the sledding incident on Sunday, I think that is going to be my only winter sport. Leslie says here in San Antonio, we're all freaking out that it might be 30 degrees next week. Girl, put on a puffy coat. When we lived in Arizona, I kid you not, you could always tell who was like a native Arizonian and who was a snowbird, because the native Arizonians would be wearing puffy coats at like 60 degrees. I wear puffy coats when it's like 15. Sandy Reed said we got a whopper last week. Inches, what does it say? From inches that it melted to about 4 inches in 2 days, exactly what they're saying more this weekend. Yikes, you guys. Winter has been on delay, but it looks like she's back on track. Instead of getting all of that winter snow this fall, it's been on hold. Cindy Matthews, hello. I think you sent the snow to West Michigan. Sorry for joining late. Had to get through the drifts. Oh my gosh, be careful. Everybody be careful out there. Everybody be careful. Oh, 1 inch. Okay. All right, one last border here. I can do it. $18-year niche to about 4. Mary says, yes, you are the only one that Yes, for sure. Oh no, Kim Warren. She said that she's no sewing for her. She broke her wrist, had surgery on Tuesday. You poor thing. I'll send prayers for quick healing. You got to get back to sewing. We're going to lose our minds. Aunt D says we did a road trip out west this past September and stopped in Flagstaff, found Odegaard's quilt shop. Nice. Very nice. Kim Warren says, when my Tucson living brother comes to visit me in North California for Thanksgiving, he wears ski coats. Because it's too cold here, just because we are wet cold. Today was a low of 30. Yikes. Will you share? Yes, Myra, this pattern is called Ric Rac. RICRAK. And it is on my good friend Roxanne Carter's Etsy boutique. Her Etsy shop is called Quilting with Roxanne. It's just a great pattern. I was able to, it's taken me a little bit to get the last couple borders on, but really the whole thing went together in like an afternoon. It's just strip sets, one jelly roll with like a couple yards of like a background fabric. I just used white Moda thatched. So, really easy, breezy, and it is going to be a nice size lap quilt when it's done. It's a shop sample here because a lot of people come in and they don't know what the jelly rolls are. And so I like saying, oh, you can make a quilt like this with it. Visual effects and all. Missy says, friends, featherweight runs one day and not the next. Could it be? No, it's probably the wiring in the foot controller, Missy. Says runs one day and not the next. Probably a loose wire somewhere or the cord. If it's the original cord, they go bad. I guess I should say it could be the brushes, but most probably it's the wiring harness. Okay, last border done. Ouch. Oh, I'm using strong thread. Have any scissors on my desk? How do I not have any scissors on my desk? Oh, I got scissors. Okay. Rainbow Tula scissors. I know, big shocker. All right, I gotta press these out, but she's done. Yay! That's a big quilt. All right. I can barely get it off the ground. A few years back, I was working at a national children's book seller on the online or on the order line. Teacher called into place, was telling me they had to start a fire in the wood stove because it got very cold there in New Mexico. At the time, it was 9 degrees. Oh, at the time it was 9 degrees here. I asked, really, it's 9 here. Long pause. Or what's your temperature? It was 54 degrees. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. That's terrible. Oh, okay, you guys. Well, that was kind of all I had for you tonight. I really want to thank you for coming and hanging out with me for a few minutes, and I will definitely be back next week. The show should be more consistent now that we're through the holidays. Y'all, I am coming to Phoenix at the end of the month. I have two, not one, but two featherweight workshops this time. I will be at a Quilters Oasis in Mesa, Arizona. I think it's January 31st. It's a Wednesday. And then 3 days later on the Saturday, which I think is the February 3rd, I will be at 35th Avenue Sew and Vac in Paradise Valley for another big featherweight workshop. So if you're in town and you want to find out how to service your own machine, it's a great class. It's all day. Come hang out with me. Thanks, Amy. She says, heal from your sledding accident. I also am coming back to Western Washington for Sew Expo. That's the last week of February, first week of March. I'm a keynote speaker. I'm going to be doing a couple of classes on the featherweight attachments and cleaning. And then obviously I will be in my booth. So if you're in Western Washington, I would love to meet you in person. All right. Thanks, guys. Hi, Laura. Thanks for saying hello. Let's see. Good to see you too, Myra. My featherweight plug bit the desk today, so I took the surge protector, popped the breaker, ran into my long arm quilting system. Nice. Perfect. I'm glad he got you going. All right, friends. I'll talk to you later.